What is up, YouTube? If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Vanessa and I go by That Girl Squats. I am a content creator and a digital media agency owner, and I travel a lot. So today we're going to talk about traveling on a budget. So in August, I had an influx of travel. There was the Texas Pro, the RGV. My mom comes to town and we stayed in Austin for a bit. And then I went straight to Minnesota from there to go and see my best friend. And yeah, so we're going to kind of go into that and then just give you a couple of ideas of like how to be on a budget. So let's get into it. One of the biggest things that you have to do when you are traveling and if you want to stay on a budget, is obviously like create a list of non-negotiables that you need to do. I would also suggest you bringing your own supplements and preparing your meals and everything like that. So that's going to set you up for success financially and also like if you are on plan or if you are on track, because I feel like a lot of people will say that you can't do both. You can't travel and you can't stay on track, which I think is far from the truth. I feel like it's the complete opposite. So here are my reds and greens, collagen and magnesium I get prepared. And so to start off the trip, I started with a quick tour of Dottywood Studios, which is absolutely amazing. If you are in the Austin area, definitely would suggest you checking them out. Shout out to Ellie. They have several amazing rooms that you can kind of utilize, and most of these rooms will change depending on the season. So this is like the colors room, and then we have the green room. The green room typically stays the same if I am not mistaken. The Tomas room has changed a couple of times. So I think it's still red and blue right now, but this is the shapes room, and that has changed already, and I know it's going to change again. So right now it's all white, all white. And the cycle room does not change, but it is amazing. It's my absolute favorite room because you can do so much with it. Then from here is whenever I picked up my mom and Mike from the airport and we were just adventuring. So instead of, going out immediately, I obviously had my meal prep. So we just explored the city, found some things that they like to do, and just like found a good happy hour for them, and then I ate what I had. Then the next day is whenever I went to Minnesota, and this is when I brought my favorite and famous luggage meat and also like my little protein cake. I love these protein cakes because they're so easy to do, very minimal in ingredients, and they're easy to pack and they're always like TSA safe. So then there's that. From here, we went straight to the Mall of Americas, which is one of the biggest malls in America, apparently. They have multiple roller coasters. It's like a theme park inside, and I just happened to catch uh like a parade of some sort, and that was just like really cool to like be able to share with Melanie because it was super impromptu, but it was very impactful, and we did consider going to it like that next weekend, but we had other plans. So then from there, we went straight to a free comedy show. So would highly suggest you checking out the area to, see if there are any open mics. Usually open mics are free, so there's that. The next day we went hiking. I'm gonna say that in quotations. We did try. We ended up making like 7 miles, but we were getting eaten up by mosquitoes and I just could not take it anymore. If I can find a photo, I will post it. Like, and then we did get some sushi. So even though it was like we're bougie on a budget, we still like enjoyed ourselves. We brought it back instead of taking it in. Then we just had movie night and then did our nails, which was again another way to save money. Instead of spending $100 each on nails, we end up spending like 15. Today we went to her scuba shop, which was super cool because this is something that is extremely important to her and to her husband and her life, which is scubaing. And I've always wanted to learn how. I love snorkeling, which is super funny because like her and I went snorkeling together for the very first time. And since then, she's obviously become certified and does tours now and does classes now. So if you are ever in the Minnesota area and are looking, then check out her Instagram. I'll put it down below and then you can set up a tour with her. We learned all the basics and just like had a ball. I don't know if you guys know, but I actually was in water polo and swim team. So anytime I'm in the water, I just feel like I'm at home. So it was super, super fun. And it's just like one of those things that we both love. And the fact that she was able to share this with me was super cool. And it was free. So, like, another way to do that is just one, doing outdoor activities, two, find some local spots that might be local to that area. Something random. We also just like went to Target and then we went to this like Sweet Greens place, which was super fun. So what we did was we grabbed some crafts from Target and then just enjoyed it. And then the trip was over and I was back at it. And then I was taking calls while I was waiting for my flight and just back to business, back to business. And from there, I went straight to Austin again to see my mom. We went to a couple of record stores. We found a free museum, which was super fun. So, this was my mom's very first museum experience. And I don't know if I'll ever take her again because we were just cracking up. We had full on giggle fits, which was fun. But I do know that like if we ever went to a museum with an actual museum goer, like they would probably have been upset with us just because we could not take it seriously. But it was just like all in good fun. And whenever you get with your like friends and you just have those giggle fits that you just can't handle, like that was what that was. And the fact that I was able to do that with my mom was just so much fun. And it's definitely one of my favorite memories from this trip. So from here, we just adventured the city on our own. We were going to try to find another little museum, but that didn't really pan out. We did find like a cute place to play pool because my mom is a beer drinker and we played pool for a couple of hours. Like each game was like $1.50 each. So even though there is a little bit of money spent, it wasn't like astronomical because I don't know about you, whenever I would go traveling, I could spend over $100 in one sitting. So even though it wasn't 100% free, they were just like better options. And I find that whenever you're not necessarily stressed out about money or like focusing on doing it for the gram or whatever, like you're so much more inclined to actually be in the moment, be present and be with your people and enjoy those like special moments with them because like we could have went to happy hour and drank all night and not remembered a thing, or I could have gone to like this fun museum with my mom for the very first time and had so many memories of it. And not saying that you have to be sober to have fun or you have to drink to have fun or anything like that. Like it's just more of being with your people and enjoying it to however you need to and not letting the stress of other stuff surround you. You know what I'm saying? So I find that like a lot of people will not travel just because they don't want to spend a ton of money and they want to save all this stuff. But you can, again, if you plan ahead, if you look around for like local things like maybe go to meetups.com or find local free comedy shows or go hiking, go outdoors, make memories, do like the smaller things. Like I know, like, especially out here, we even have like a pinball museum, which would be fun to go to. And even though it's not free 100%, but like it is lower in cost. There's even like paddleboarding out here in Austin in Minnesota. There was actually a lot of fun options that I did find, but we just didn't have a whole lot of time. And what we did instead was like stay in and talk and like enjoy each other's time. So we did our nails and like did and watched movies that we haven't been able to see. And that was just so much more like it was just that quality time that I really, really needed. And especially after having so many things happen. And then right after I got back, I was doing so much stuff again. It was just really nice to kind of just go. So, anyways, that was my flashback Friday. And if you guys found any fun tips or something new in here, like new ideas, so hit that like and subscribe button. And on Sunday, I will be announcing my giveaway. If you are watching this before midnight on January 10th, you guys still have the option to join the first giveaway of the year, which is a photo shoot with me. And I get to choose the creative, and I get to choose what we do and the inspiration and everything like that. Like any of the green posts that I just recently dropped in the last week or so. And also, follow my Instagram, which is That Girl Squats, and they got shots. So that's easy. If you want to have extra entries, you just need to subscribe to this YouTube channel and tag your friends. Every tag is additional entries. So yeah. And at this point, I have over like 150 entries, and I'm going to just do a random selection, which is super fun. So I'm excited to like just keep doing this like more and more. At the first week of every month, I want to make this a thing. So one, this gives back to my community and all of those of you that follow, but it's also a way that I get to create and do something different and get myself out of my box and hopefully get you guys outside of your box too. So anyways, I love you all so much.